Welcome to Deliciously Nothing, an evening of comedy. I'm Mel Fetchy Pig.
He remembers the line but forgets his name.
I'm Dr. Flamboyant.
And I'm Reverend Muffington. We've got a full house tonight, but right now we have returning champ Grim, and he brought some motherfucking heretics playing Maybe I'm Fucking Monster. Grim and the Heretics. Woo! Yeah! Thank you for joining us tonight, and our first comedian of the evening is Sean T. Hughes. We get him last minute here. We appreciate it for coming on, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up.
Yeah. How's everybody doing tonight? Woo! Good. Okay, you had no idea who you were booking tonight, did you?
No.
Just to let you know, and even we had some comedians that don't know what I do. Just to let you know, I'm probably going to be the most different comedian of the evening because when I'm not doing this, I'm a balloon artist. That's what I do for a living. Some of you guys are going to really love this or hate this. I don't know.
We're pretty odd.
Pretty odd, all right. But no, I like, for example, I combine both sometimes. Like, I go to places where they have no idea about football, so I have to do football 101 with them sometimes. This is my football 101. Regular football, Tom Brady football right there. Thought about retiring that joke, and I decided, well, we just each need a divorce lawyer and work that out, you know. Thank you for laughing at that, Logan. The only person who laughed at that right there. They get on with me. They get on to me if I don't bring the toys. I brought at least one other toy here tonight. During the pandemic, I had to do a lot of Uber Eats to get by because, there was no entertainment going on. And so I would do Uber Eats downtown, and I saw a lot of the party buses, and I realized the party buses downtown are just like a ride at Disneyland. Think about it. You're doing the exact same thing. Disneyland, woo, this is awesome. The girls downtown, woo, yeah, this is awesome, yeah. Let's face it, some of you guys go downtown trying to find that Disney ride of your own, don't you? Hopefully they do not look at you and go, wow, it's a small world after all. That's horrible. I had some good news that happened about a month ago. I went to my doctor, my yearly physical, and I found out I lost 16 pounds compared to last year. I don't know if that's because I'm looking for a healthy lifestyle or I just can't afford groceries anymore. It's one of the two. Let's face it, if my willpower doesn't stop me from eating, my bank account definitely will. And just to let you know, I lost some of that weight by going to Uber Eats. Or not going to Uber Eats, going to Planet Fitness. And Planet Fitness is where white people go to work out. It's the weirdest place because they treat it like it's its own planet with its own gravitational pull. This is how white people are at Planet Fitness when they step on the scale. Oh my goodness! Oh, wait a minute, I got my phone in the pocket. That's 20 pounds right there. And I got my shoes on, that's 10 pounds. I am killing it! Once again, Logan's the only person laughing at the jokes. This is how an open mic is. You realize that, don't you? If you go to an open mic.
Been to a lot of them.
There you go. I'm very proud of my daughter. I got some news. My daughter, she wrote this joke, believe it or not. She came to me and said, Dad, I want you to know I'm bisexual. And I'm so proud of her for announcing that. But she said, Dad, I don't have any bisexual friends, so I'm by myself. I don't care if you guys don't laugh at that. That's my princess right there. I think it's partly all my fault because I used to tell her, if you ever have kids, I used to tell my daughter, you are not dating until you're 25. No boys for you. Then she was like, I'll show you! That's what I think she did by being bisexual. And I need help with that too. I really do. Being the whitest comedian you'll see all night. Because it's no longer LGBT, it's LGBTQIA plus sign. And I went to national public schools. That's just way too many letters for me. I mean, and I think they had to add the plus sign. Because if there was no plus sign, and you had somebody who was, let's say, a farmer in a homosexual relationship, then it'd be LGBTQIA EIEIO. And that's just way too many letters right there.
He snorted. More farm jokes, please.
Farm jokes. I also, and the pig loved that over there, if you see the pig in the band. I like to do jokes about the news. Can we do some, is this a safe place to do news
Fuck
jokes?
the news.
No, this is good. See, Biden announced just the other week that it was the end of the pandemic.
Let's go, Brandon.
But you know what? I think that's the... Oh, I got a MAGA joke for you, too. We'll get that up for you. But I think, telling people that it's the end of the pandemic is like telling Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Myers is not going to get you anymore. Those movies are over. And basically, Dr. Fauci was on the news the next day going, I think we're going to have a sequel come late fall, early winter. Hate that guy. My MAGA joke. See, now I have to do my MAGA joke for you. Did you hear that MAGA?
It ain't for me.
MAGA.
Ron Paul, baby. Ron Paul.
MAGAs are really upset because of the new Wakanda Forever movie coming out.
It's too bad for them.
Hey, if there's anything that MAGA Republicans can't stand, it's a Black Panther. I used to do that with it, and they were saying, "You're
Even Daniel says no.
Too far. Oh, I got time for a couple more. Greg Abbott's been on the news because he's the governor of Texas, and I think he's confusing his southwestern country with Southwest Airlines. Let's face it, those people are coming across the border, and he's going, boom, you're now free to roam about the country. I love that joke. I don't care what you guys think. And my favorite joke is Biden. He's been in the news a lot lately, and he's been saying a lot of things that the White House has had to come back on. Luckily for Joe, he has a press secretary. The press secretary says, no. The president didn't mean that when he said this. This is what the president meant. Which makes me think we men, we need a press secretary, okay?
Yeah.
Because let's face it, when we say something stupid to our lady, that press secretary could come on in and say, no. Your man did not say that your butt looked fat in those jeans. What he meant to say that your butt's a part of a larger economic picture. It's a part of infrastructure. That's what he meant when he said build back better. That's what he meant right there. My name is Sean T. Hughes.
Welcome to the show.
So this is like Johnny Carson when they invite you to the couch. It's
No, he was an elitist. Everybody comes sits over
everybody
here.
comes.
Yeah,
Okay, so your standards are low, is what you're saying.
Hey, we're in Nashville.
There you go. We are. Born and raised here. I understand.
So, how long have you been doing comedy, and what got you into comedy?
I've been doing comedy for about 2 years, a little over 2 years right now. I started I was one of those pandemic comics. I've been doing balloons, and I do in my other life. I seriously am a professional balloon artist. And I do, you're laughing at that.
That's good
true
stuff.
thing, it is.
Do you also do the
It's a
clown
skill,
work?
man.
I did clowning years ago, and even clowning in a theme park. I do not do clowning anymore.
How long did you do clowning?
Oh, gosh.
Until the movie It came out.
Till the movie It. No, I started around that time, and then the original It. Not
Tim
the
Curry.
remake.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry It. Until about, oh gosh, maybe 2001, 2002. 'Cause I've been doing this balloon stuff 32 years, so.
Oh yeah, dude. If there's ever like a new casting for Full House, you could be like the new Joey.
You know, I have been told that more than once.
You need to like bring in the
Cut it out.
ventriloquist. What is it called? Ventriloquist or whatever.
Ventriloquist.
I'm
What'd
still
you say?
stuck that you guys watch Full House.
Dude.
Dude,
John Stamos,
Probably watch
obviously.
Fuller House too.
Do you?
They do, absolutely.
I watched an episode or two. I just couldn't get into it. You got the Olsen twins in it, man.
You don't want them.
Well, they couldn't. The one's busy doing Marvel movies right now.
Really?
Yeah, she's the Scarlet Witch.
The third.
No, was that?
Yeah. The twins don't do nothing.
The twins don't do
Drugs.
nothing, but she was one of the younger.
They got the one guy Heath Ledger killed.
Yeah, that. No, that was.
Yeah, that was an Olsen twin, man.
There's a third twin.
Oh yeah, no,
There's
she's
a
not
third
twin. She's a
twin.
little sister. When
There ain't
they
a third twin, my bad. There's a third sister of the twins. Or
Scarlet
one
Witch.
sister of the twins.
Yeah,
How would you
we
say
all know
that?
this.
Fucking dude.
I'm
lost.
lost. This is derailed.
We need internet research. Let's go back to.
So you're ballooning.
I'm ballooning.
Now,
Oh, I started during the pandemic. A lot of
Comedy.
people said you were funny. Comedy during the pandemic. A lot of people said you were funny, and it's something I always wanted to do. And took an online class.
On comedy?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, there are places you could go on, especially during the pandemic. Everything was online.
True.
Now, were you into comedy before? Like, did you
Yes.
have like a favorite like comedian? Were you into like? Did you have an assortment of comedians that you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a clean comedy guy, so I liked Jeff Foxworthy growing up. I liked.
Jeff isn't all that clean though. I mean,
He's clean enough for you.
He's considered clean, even
Yeah.
though he goes.
Clean
He
enough for
skirts
you.
the
He keeps it
edge,
clean.
and I think it's okay to skirt that edge. It's kind of like, you remember watching Bugs Bunny as a kid? There were jokes that you were like, oh, that's funny, and then you get as an adult, you go like, oh, wow, I get that. That's where you kind of skirt that edge a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
So,
the blue comedy stuff, like the other guys were cool, but
They
Ron
really, they
White.
kind of run that into
To
the
me,
ground,
Ron
though.
White was like the takeoff from that, and then I followed Ron White from that, and like his specials, like I mean, to me, I mean, there's a lot of guys that are out there that fucking do. Like I love Dave Attell. Of course, you know you gotta always have George Carlin there, but man,
Yeah.
there's something about Ron White, his approach. It's like it's not even like he's doing in comedy. He's just
He's just drunk.
talking to you.
yes, he is. And not that I don't like any, because I grew up, remember Eddie Murphy Delirious?
Oh God.
That was
You could
that was
do
one of
that
my
today.
first.
Yeah, Raw, Delirious, you could not put those out today. There's no
You
way.
probably couldn't.
Why couldn't you?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Did you see them?
Eddie Murphy can do whatever the fuck he wants.
No. Have you ever seen Raw, Delirious?
I've seen them both, yes.
Okay. There's no way in hell that you'd be
It's
able
not
to-
very politically correct.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't
you
seen
could
them
get
in
away
years
with it.
now. Now that everything's like everybody's got to curl up in the ball and cry about everything. That
True.
I guess I need to go back and revisit.
Well, I actually would like to start doing like the open mics and stuff like that, but I'm so worried about the things that come out of my mouth. Like even here on the show, and I could only imagine me saying something I would say here on the show and then say it out in the world where it's just me by myself. Like here, I can say whatever the fuck I want. I'm comfortable. But I could imagine being on a stage by myself with no one that I fucking knew and start spouting off shit, thinking that I'm funny, and then like to hear that groan in the back, it's just like, oh man.
But not everybody's going to like you.
No, not always. You're gonna have your audience. Yeah.
Oh, we've had people come on this show and just snarl their nose the whole day, like you know what I mean. But they never come back though. So.
No, it winds up, people who get it. It's just one of those things. There are some people that have been scared. Oh, this one dude, he finally did come back after the third time, but he was sitting right over in the corner, and I went to announce him, and that son of a bitch was running to his car. We're like, I mean, I was asking him, like, no, he's gone, he just left, and I'm just like, what?
Why would you stay that long, have your name be called,
Yeah.
and then go, no?
Yes,
That's
and then-
pretty raw.
Anxiety, I would imagine. But then, like, I booked him again. He called me, booked him again, and didn't show up.
Oh,
and then,
we grilled him about it too.
yeah. And then finally, the third,
he did make an
Cool about it, man.
appearance,
He had to pay his dues after that.
Yeah.
one.
the third time he came on, and the motherfucker killed it. It was like, what the fuck were you worried about? I mean, some people get caught up in the head, but I mean, like he fucking killed it. But like, it was just his first impressions of being here. Just was like he's bailing, he's running to the fucking car, and it really isn't. I mean, I can imagine with the alcohol and the smoking and shit like that, it can be somewhat intimidating, but. It's a comedy situation. Like, if I was going to be doing comedy, this would be the situation
It's
that I'd
the
want to
same
do
as
it
any
in.
other open mic. You have the drinking, you have the smoking,
Yeah.
That's really what you have. So you have to get...
That's the environment.
But he redeemed himself. He
redeemed himself.
He totally
Fucking
redeemed
killed it. He fucking killed it. Yeah. I'd say his name, but we kind of opened it up like we were talking
shouldn't
shit.
be talking
We're not
about
talking
people.
shit.
No,
No.
do that.
He's a good guy. All right, so tell us about the gigs you got coming up.
Gosh, especially this time of year, I don't get asked to do a lot of stand-up comedy, believe it or not. And it's true.
Interesting.
Nobody asks me. I do produce a couple shows. I produce a clean comedy show out at Delmonico Winery in Watertown.
Are you hosting that?
I host that one, and then sometimes I host and sometimes I don't host the No Holds Barred comedy, which is a comedy show in Gallatin where you could say whatever you want. And then this time of year in my other life, I'm slammed. Balloon work. I am slammed. I am in Burns, Tennessee tomorrow at a drug rehab place for it's like a reunion family type thing.
Stop.
What? Stop! Seriously?
This is right up your alley. And you're gonna tell
You're
them
making balloons
stop.
for people that are recovering from drugs?
Yes.
So you're going to 12 steps with the
Do you
balloon.
have any more balloons?
Dude, work is work.
I have balloons I brought with me.
What
but
is your before you leave, tell me your best 12-step joke.
I don't have a 12 step.
Just all balloons?
I normally say
Are they filled with alcohol?
the only thing I do make balloon beer mugs, but not at the recovery events. But I do say that going to open mics kind of like NASCAR. You don't really care who does really well. It's just you're there to drink beer and watch the wrecks.
Train wreck.
That's what you go to an open mic for.
Who left better than you?
All right. Well,
So.
Sean, I appreciate you coming out, especially coming out on short notice.
No problem at all. Thank you guys for having me. I
Definitely come
enjoyed it.
back. We've
Absolutely.
come back
It's
in
just-
March next year. These are our last
yeah.
couple of shows.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so definitely come back.
Super.
And right now we're going back to Grimm playing Dance with the Motherfucking Devil. But
Call whatever you want.
motherfucker. Woo!
I was chasing hell with deliciously nothing. Shooting shots and that's what I'm loving. I've been all around the world. I don't need any trashy girls. I don't want any woman that makes my soul say, hey baby, dance with the devil in the moonlight tonight. We're gonna howl at the moon, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. All right. Come on. I was raising hell one night in Tennessee, yeah. From across the room, I know you were looking at me. Now I've been all around the world, couldn't find a more perfect girl. Now I have this world that makes my soul bleed, yeah. Say, hey baby, dance with the devil in the blue moonlight. And I say, hey baby, dance with the devil in the blue moonlight. And I say, hey baby, dance with the devil in the blue moonlight. And I say, hey baby, dance with the devil in the blue moonlight tonight. I make you feel alright. Out the blue.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, returning champ, Daniel motherfucking Hobbs.
Oh, y'all. Sean said he was going to be the most different comedian of the night. I don't know. We're going to see. Yikes. Unlike Sean, it's not just my child. I'm bisexual. I am bisexual. The hardest part coming out is that none of my bros want to do gay stuff with me. I don't know what it is. I should say they don't want to do gay stuff with me anymore. Bros love doing gay stuff when they don't know it's gay. Stop wondering. They do. They do. If you ever hung out with bros, you know. They stopped wanting to play gay chicken with me because they figured out why I was always winning. You know? This guy's got an unfair advantage. Don't want to suck my dick as a joke anymore. The problem is, like, straight guys don't know how to win gay chicken. You know what I mean? Like, they don't get it. They don't get that I win either way. First of all, that's one thing they don't get. But the other thing is they try to go. They think they're gonna get you by going too fast. And it's like, dude, if you kiss me, I just win. It's fine. You have to. If you're with a straight guy, you just make it weird for him. You know, you have to. Serious. Go there. You have to act like it's the real deal. That's how you win the game. I'm bisexual, but like mostly in my life, that's meant that I've been the last man that like gay women have been with. Unfortunately, my ex-wife is gay. It's true. It's true. We have 2 beautiful children together. You fucking homophobes. We do. But my ex-wife is gay. My first relationship from middle school, that's a straight man now. Found that out on Facebook. It's a good day. But then I started questioning things. Like, you know, I've already questioned my sexuality. And it's like, well, you know, I've been with all these gay women. Your phone's supposed to advertise to you in a way that understands you. I've been getting the same ad for a dress on TikTok for like 6 months straight. I don't know. But then I was like, no, I am a guy. Like, I'm definitely a white guy, for sure. Like, I really do want to kill myself. I really do. Statistically speaking, number one again. We're crushing it. I like that joke. Because here's the thing. I'm trying to quit smoking, but I haven't quit smoking. It's a bad habit, but I think my main hang up with it is that, like, when I was growing up, I wasn't raised to cut corners, you know? Like, I don't believe in taking shortcuts in life. I want to get where I want to go the right way. And so I'm just, like, trying to make this suicide account like, worthwhile, you know? Like, gotta really go for it. I don't want to take the easy way out. I have 2 kids, and I have a lot of anxiety. And the other day, my daughter wanted to play Would You Rather. The answer is almost always I would rather not, personally. But it started off cool. She was like, would you rather have pizza forever or hot dogs forever? I was like, oh, pizza, easy. And then she was like, would you rather have ice cream forever or cake forever? I was like, oh, ice cream. I don't know why we're going with all food things here for Dad, but okay. And then she was like, would you rather be awake forever or stay asleep forever? All right, you're going to have some more iPad time now, sweetheart. Dad needs a minute to think about that. It's interesting, like my kids are there, and they have a lesbian mom, bisexual dad, the 2 most tolerant parents ever of everyone but each other. It's like, love everybody, but fuck your mom. Oh, God, she sucks. But then my daughter was getting bullied at school, and she came home and she was like, oh, this girl told me I was going to hell. I was like, oh, don't worry about that, sweetheart. You're not going to hell, you know? She was like, yeah, and then she called me a bitch. I was like, don't worry, you being a bitch. Like, I've never seen evidence for hell that's made me believe in it, but I've seen you be a bitch before. I don't know. All right, I'm Daniel Hobbs. Thank you all so much.
All right. Well, tell us what you've been doing lately, man.
I have been being poor, mostly.
It's going around these days.
Yeah, being
contagious.
poor. I currently run shipped orders and do comedy, and am a dad when I have my kids. That's
Right
kind
on.
of what I do, dude.
Well, the last one is the most important part.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. They may not make it. We'll see how they.
One day at a time, man.
Yeah, one day.
Late stage abortion.
I was taking it more as like, are you taking your kids on the Oregon Trail for vacation? Like, are you worried they're gonna try dysentery along?
No,
there?
that would be too much work for me personally. No, yeah. My kids are lucky if I take them to the park. Yeah, no.
Anxiety. Woo.
I'm sorry, did I just say I'm a piece of shit?
No,
I love my children and I treat them very well. These are just jokes,
we know you're
people.
just cutting up.
but I will say that since you are 2 minutes away, that if you actually do have those feelings, man, come over and smoke a joint with me. Chill out.
You gotta go to Disney.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I only think about my killing myself, like, part of every day. So, it's not, like, all the time.
You should just add like a healthy diet of
Like,
masturbation.
sometimes I'm
Helps
eating a
everything.
breakfast burrito, and it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
I'll never get a breakfast burrito again if I kill
Yeah.
myself, so I guess I might
yeah,
as well
so
not.
it's, like, pretty chill, you know. But,
Likewise, if breakfast burrito is your reason, call me. We'll smoke a joint.
again, like, as many free joints as y'all want to give away, I'm not opposed to that.
Whatever keeps you around.
Marijuana kept me alive for my last 20.
I will say marijuana has kept me alive for much of the last decade. So
Would you like to do a shot?
hell yeah.
Here's a shot to not killing yourself.
Not
Sounds
killing
good. I haven't killed myself so far. This is a fun show. Thank you guys so
So, like,
much.
if you ever thought about killing yourself, like, how would you do it?
Oh, we ain't got
No, this is a fair question. It's a fair question. Everybody needs to stop overreacting.
All right,
If
top
somebody
3
talks about
terrible
killing
deaths. Go
themselves-
for it.
If somebody talks about killing themselves, you got to address it. So for me, okay, so here's the thing is I'm not really that morbid. So for me, it would definitely be like, I just want to go to sleep and not wake up. Like, that's the dream, right?
That's the best.
So, like, pills would be, like, the easiest.
No.
No.
You can wake from pills.
Well,
Fentanyl is what you want to get.
Yeah, like, strong pills. You know what I mean? Like, the good stuff. No,
I think I'm gonna run the disclaimer with that.
Like, you're trying to find
so like one of the things I think often, like as I'm falling asleep, you know that little moment where you have a little bit of consciousness left,
Right before you fall asleep.
right before
the
you fall asleep,
in-between.
you're like you're not really there. You're just it's like going under, you know, when you're having surgery or something. Like it's very quick. But there's that little moment of awareness. That's the happiest moments of my life. Always. Oh my God. Just like, oh, bye-bye. That's so farewell. That's so good. That's
So you're telling us you're gonna go
I
on
don't know.
man.
Like, it's not like I want to hurt myself, you know?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not out here.
You just want to turn the light
You know,
switch
like
off.
I'm very safe as a driver. I don't want pain. Like I just don't want to do this anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's little things. But I will say, I joke about it a lot because I've thought about it a lot. But I will say for anybody out there that's seriously listening, I really do want you to keep going. I want to keep myself going. That's why I make the fucking jokes about it.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, for real, like, just fucking keep doing it.
Well-
Like, it's going to be okay.
We're big proponents here of people with, you know, mental health issues. You know,
Oh, yeah.
at the end of every show we have the suicide awareness hotline that we put up and everything. And in this community of artists, whether you're a musician or stand up, you're gonna have that, and that's where it all comes from. And so you really have to be careful and support the people that when they get to that point, to grab them by the shoulders and actually
Absolutely.
pull them up and be like, hey,
Well,
man.
like, I mean, just the other day, like, I called the suicide hotline, and like, it doesn't really work for me, just because of how the way it is. So I just had to make it like really fun for myself. So I just pretended it was a sex hotline.
Oh, feel like jerking the whole time.
Yeah, like it's cool because you can like, it's cool because you can like say the same things. You just have to say it different.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just like, I got the belt around my neck. Look, I'm so close. Like, you know.
No, stop.
It's the same thing.
Loosen the belt, please. Please loosen the belt.
It's
Stop
just a little
it.
different.
Daniel, you don't want to do this, Daniel.
Yeah. You know, so.
But in all seriousness, if you need a better resource,
But in all seriousness, don't kill yourself. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I really want to reiterate that because I joke about this a lot. But don't kill yourself. Those of you at home, please, like, for real. But also, think about the ways that it would be funny if you're gonna do it. At least let it be.
Well, men
a little
are
humorous.
notorious for, you know, just blowing their damn brains
I'm
out.
just saying, if I die, if I
Do it
do kill
funny.
myself and y'all don't think it's funny, then I have failed. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If I do kill myself and it's not funny, then I didn't do it right.
Did y'all ever see the guy who killed himself over Bjork? So apparently Bjork had put out some kind of album. Have you seen it? Who saw it? Did you see it? Okay.
I mean, I've thought about killing myself for Bjork. If you've ever heard Bjork.
Story time. So this guy, and talking about thick-headed, this dude was dense, but literally thick-headed. So he got mad because Bjork had put out this album. It wasn't to his liking. So during this particular song, he was going to blow his fucking brains out. So he's doing it live on YouTube. I don't think Facebook was. I think it was YouTube. So he's
where they
filming it. Yeah, exactly. And he's listening to the song that's coming up, and then he pulls up, it looks like a 357 Magnum, which turns out he has hollow points in this motherfucker, right? So the whole time he's like, getting himself psyched up, the song comes on, and he puts the fucking gun in his head, pulls the trigger, but only like his head kind of pops up and doesn't explode. He just has this pocket
It's
of
just like
brain
when you microwave something too long.
exactly.
Just like...
And then he falls, and then like all you hear is like a beer pouring out. It's just glug glug glug.
Hot pocket.
But if you're gonna do it, That's all I'm saying.
There's a hot pocket in the microwave too long.
What about if just like I said, I'm just gonna go to the ocean and just swim. I'm gonna swim as long as I can.
Sharks, man, fuck that. You're fighting
never
sharks.
What do you think the odds are? Do you think you get eaten by a sea creature?
I'm just here to ruin my chances of ever making it. That's all.
We all have. Don't worry about it. This garage is filled with desperation and broken dreams.
My dreams will come true one day.
Ladies and gentlemen, playing Dark Shadows, Grim and Heretics. Ladies and gentlemen, returning champ, Tony Capobianco.
Thank you very much. So good to be here. I got down from the barrels of Mario, so it's good to be here.
How you been, brother?
It's a pleasure. Once again, I almost didn't come tonight. As you know, I'm returning champion. I'm a rider now. So I was talking to Rev. It's like, you know, before I come on the show, I have a few things. First thing, I don't drink. I eat healthy and I don't smoke. Surround me with every vice imaginable. I'm not doing the show. Can you do that? He's like, yes. All right, fine. Second, I want, I'm Italian, so make me the most ethnic person on the lineup. Can you make that happen? He's like, yes, done deal. Last thing, I want a horror band on the show. Can you make that happen? Yes, even better, I got Grimm and the Heretics. Woo! I have one more stipulation. The bassist needs to look like Winnie the Pooh. Make him look like Winnie the Pooh. That's not happening. Can you make that happen? He's like, yes. So no, I'm here. It's good to be here, everybody. It's October now. This year's been flying by. So speaking of which, how's everybody's New Year's resolutions going?
Great.
Don't tell me everybody just jumped ship after day 3. It's my David Goggins just loses influence. Now, me, much like a lot of other people, want to lose weight. So I got in shape. I lost 30 pounds this year, so I'm very proud about that. Thank you. They say that for every 10 pounds, your dick gains an extra inch. So I'm happy to report I am rocking 2 inches.
Hey. Nice. Inverted.
I'm an innie. But along the process, though, I learned there's this new social movement now called fat acceptance and body positivity. Apparently, all these fat chicks going on saying it's okay to be fat. It's like, what?
Big girls need loving too.
Yeah. No, what's even weird is they want, there's gay pride, there's black pride. They want a fat pride month.
Give it to him, fuck it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm the same boat. Fuck it. You know what? Give them 2. Not because they deserve it, because they're gonna ask for something. No, what's even worse, they're actually kind of no pun intended, but sandwiching themselves into other social movements. You see these fat activists showing up to Black Lives Matter protests shouting, "We can't breathe." It's like, no. Speaking of it, you know what? I actually watched that Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix series. I couldn't help but think all of his victims were skinny. Dude, if he only killed fat people, he'd still be alive. Dude, I actually have a theory now. A lot of women are very obsessed with serial killer documentaries. I have a theory about this. I think women love serial killer documentaries not because of the nature of the crime or they're handsome. I think women love serial killers. It's because they're very organized. They're very detailed. They have a routine. They're not sloppy about anything. It's like no serial killer watches Sports Center. I'll put it that way. I hate the fact that they go on a first date oh my god, you're a serial killer. The guy didn't bother to iron his shirt. What makes you think he's gonna kill you? He's not gonna put that kind of effort in. Plus, that's a little presumptuous to assume you're a murder material. It's like Ted Bundy's. Imagine being turned down by a murderer.
You're not my type.
Please don't kill me. It's like, lady, I'm the lucky 7 killer. You're barely a 4. That's like Dracula refusing to bite you because you have AIDS.
What the fuck?
Let me think. I feel like you have more serial killer. I have one more. Where he's like, a lot of women don't like this. It's like, you know what, Tony, fuck you. I am perfect murder victim material. I'm like, oh yeah? Prove it. Go out there and prove me wrong, darling. All right, that's gonna be all for me, you guys.
Tony, what's going on, man?
Hello, gentlemen.
So, what you been up to since you last were here?
Dude, I just got back from Denver.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, I was out there a few days shooting a commercial, so that was a fun time.
Oh. What was the commercial for?
Ford.
No shit.
No shit.
Correct.
Built Ford
That's
tough.
a paycheck.
Yeah.
Built Ford tough.
Yeah, man, it was a good time. It's the second time I've worked with these people. They're awesome. And my character is the ultimate fuck you over big time mechanic. So I guess that's like the vibe I kind of give off. It's almost like typecasting.
Wow. They make you wear like the mechanic coveralls?
No, I just got like a dirtied up shirt and a trucker hat.
Oh, you're the side mechanic.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
So what's the turnaround on those things?
It's pretty good. I don't want to, divulge all that information on
Fair
it.
enough.
Yeah, but
I mean, like movies when they shoot a movie, like they get done now, you still ain't gonna see it for a year. Like what? I mean, like the turnover.
that I don't know. I mean, they just still got load it up, do editing, all this stuff. I literally just got back yesterday.
So 3 months,
Maybe.
6 months.
Maybe.
He doesn't know.
I don't know. The commercial world is different.
He doesn't know either.
So you're a pro. You're the biggest pro in commercial world I've ever met. You got 2 shows under your belt.
Hey,
Fucking A.
Well,
man.
congratulations.
Give a shout out to your podcast. I've seen that here lately.
Oh yeah, so I run my podcast called Hot Takes and Protein Shakes. So yeah, a lot of it is I talk with athletes, bodybuilders, powerlifters, nutritionists, all these fitness people, and just shooting shit with them.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. Nice to be around my own kind for once. I mean, I'm around comedians all the time.
Well, okay.
I can't ask who benches what.
So that's a little real. So when you're out with the other comedians, and obviously we're all drinkers and smokers. Like, are you really are you put off, or do you prepare yourself? Do you hold your breath when you enter a room? Is there like?
Oh, I mean, do I prepare myself before I go on stage?
Yeah, because it just seems like you're almost removed yourself from the environment to the point where you're so healthy, and then you're in such a unhealthy environment with all the smoke. Because we've got people like here that can't be in the garage for more than 5 minutes because of all the smoke.
It's really me.
No.
I'm the only one smoking.
No, it's kind of like hardening myself. It's kind of like those
thick skin.
Yeah, it's
He
kind of
does 20 push-ups in the parking lot before every fucking show. One-handed push-ups.
Yeah, develop an iron constitution. Kind of like how those monks kind of have that thorny thing on their inside their thigh to keep the, like the hardcore Catholic monks.
All the ones I hang on, man. I hang on monks all the time.
Yeah.
The self.
The ones whip themselves whenever they have impure thoughts. That's what I do when I'm around pizza.
Little Caesars tempt you.
They got the veggie pizza.
When you're here, do you actually take any of the pizza? Do you indulge?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Oh man.
Yeah. No.
We can't give this guy nothing. We try to feed him liquor and feed him
Take
beer.
water.
He does take water.
That's it. We got to
did
take
take
the
the
water
water.
away.
So next time he comes, no. Next time he comes, we got to dose the water.
Dose the water.
We've got to
What?
dose the water.
What?
Have you ever done LSD before?
Wait, we got to lace my protein shakes now.
Have you done any type of psychedelic or anything like that?
The furthest I've gone is weed.
Well, that's a psychedelic. So yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if my creatine started tasting funny. Why does this white powder taste weird? Why do I want to go back to the gym all of a sudden?
All right. So tell us what gigs you got coming up.
So let's see. I got the last Up Down show at Up Down Nashville on the next Wednesday, the 19th. So it's going to be the last one of the year before we hit pause for the wintertime and come back next spring. And also on the 24th, I'm going to be at Louis' Taco Shop with Slick Baby as part of his So You Do Comedy Tour.
Nice.
Yep. And, and then I'm going to Vegas the first week in November.
Fucking A.
Yeah. So
What you doing in Vegas?
it's for work, but I'm going to do some gigs while
Oh
I'm
yeah,
out there, too.
you know it's fucking well, yeah.
Yeah, so
Alright, man.
it'd be a good 10.
So we've kind of ignored the doctor the last few segments. So let's get a question from the
let's
doctor.
do.
I love
I
Tony's
like this
answers.
part.
I love Tony's answers. Check out our TikTok. Tony's like
The eye candy.
the eye candy for us.
Yes. Have we told you that?
You ladies.
No.
out
Videos
there.
do really well on TikTok.
And is that so?
Yeah.
I am in. People are making deposits in their spank
We
bank.
should take pictures of Tony
Oh,
with his
boy.
shirt off with the Dr. Flamboyant
Dude,
jacket on.
you should do like
Which would you
skits
rather?
where you're just like you're working out in just like a like speedos and then tell like a
We should
like
do,
a dad joke.
We should do
Yeah,
dad
you're just like really fucking working out, and then you say like the one-liner joke and walk away. Like that would be awesome. You know what I mean? I bet all the ladies would just be. You would go
You have to make
viral,
him
dude.
dance
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
would go viral.
Yeah, it's not everybody's gonna invest in a mop as soon as I go into.
We'll get some DNP speedos. And we'll just put them on. I'm joking.
I will not be partaking in this. All right, Tony.
We just set up a camera and leave.
All right, what we got?
Would you sleep with somebody in this room?
Yeah.
It's me.
Good answer.
I'm actually kind of scared. Have you seen the room?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Who is getting taken by Tony tonight? Someone's getting fucked.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Winnie the Pooh's eye holes are looking pretty good.
It's Daniel.
Oh, bother. Come here, Piglet. I got some honey for you.
I think we need a better question.
Oh, no, that's Eeyore. No, that's Daniel Hobbs. He's talking about suicide.
You want a better question for Tony?
That's
Tony,
right.
if you're fucking him in the ass, he's not gonna think about suicide.
Yeah,
That's my favorite time.
that was not gonna make it a TikTok. All right, here we go.
Tony, keep me from killing myself.
Hey, if Eeyore
Oh, that'd be
can
bad.
make it, you can make it.
If Tony doesn't
We gotta make the PSA.
that is bad.
For people who are like depressed and want to kill themselves, have Tony come over and fuck him in the ass.
Cure's it every time.
Yeah.
Who you
They call it the cure.
Success rate.
Jesus. Next question. That's segment's over, man. That's over.
So much protein. If I gotta kill myself, I
Tony's
feel
protein shake. All right. What do you mean you never had a Tony protein shake? Tony,
I made it special.
I'll make a pizza on your
Always
face.
vanilla flavor. God damn it.
What is the best show that you've ever seen?
Best show.
Like comedy or music, like
right.
live entertainment.
All right, so I'll say this. So one of the best bands I've ever seen is Highly Suspect. So, like those of you know, they're like one of the up-and-coming rock bands from my generation. They are so good. They're on my neck of the woods, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and there was just 3 guys, just crushing it. And all of a sudden, they're just getting nominated for Grammys alongside Muse, and they are so good. I mean,
good.
it's a lot of high energy. I mean, the place where I was at, it was like shoulder to shoulder cramped. And then towards the end, I remember like the twin brothers who were in the band, they stage dove, and I was holding him up, but my hand accidentally slipped into one of their ass cracks.
Oh no. Oh no. Extra support.
Yeah.
Mistake.
But I was working the triceps at the exact same time.
I got some highly suspect butt juice on my hand. Immediately go to the bathroom, wipe it on a paper towel, and then put it on eBay and sell it.
I'm never watching this pinky again.
But you still rationalized it as getting reps.
Oh,
Little
absolutely.
Jim Bro.
Yeah.
You can say you went to third base with one of them,
Yeah.
I went to third
It
base.
was my
with that
cheat
guy.
day.
Tony, thank you, brother, for
Thank
coming
you,
out.
guys.
Definitely don't have to run out. Definitely hang out. All right. Playing. Oh shit! There's a video for this too. Make sure you go on YouTube and check this out. Grim and the Heretics playing "Here Comes Zombie Soup." Yeah. Woo!
On a Saturday night, I was looking for some trouble. I was looking for a goodbye, and I saw this piece of pussy on the side of the road. Well, I thought I knew better, and I really wish that I had known. Yeah, come something soon. Creeping up above. Here comes something soon. She knows just what to do. Here comes something soon. Use you up until you're blue and soon shall be through with you. Here comes something soon. So she took me for a ride, even though I was behind the wheel. And she played with my emotions till I didn't know how to feel. And she left me cold and everybody doing tonight? How's everybody out in YouTube land doing? I want to tell you a little story about a girl named Zombie Sue. Some of the facts have been changed, but most of it is all true. Now I was creeping and crawling across the killing room floor. She had me on my knees, begging, please, baby, give me some more. Zombie Sue.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up is, oh shit, returning champ Tony Geist.
Yeah. What's up? What's up? How we doing?
Yeah.
Good. I want to thank the Deliciously Nothing crew for having me back again. I love you guys. I love being around with y'all. The band, give it up for the, what is it, Grim and the Heretics.
Oh yeah.
Badass shit, man. The lead singer, his look is fucking me up. like if you took away the blue, the face paint and everything, and not the haircut either, but like that's one of my principles from high school. Like, so he had that overbutt looking, that look. Anyway, all right, so it's just trauma. I'll get to that shit eventually. I'm gonna try to get some jokes in before I get too deep or whatever. I don't know, but you know, I was thinking, you know, with Daniel talking about the suicide thing or whatever. I'm 50 years old, and never say never. You could, I suppose. Like, I mean, people above 50 kill themselves, but like I got
there's reasons.
I've had plenty of thoughts about it. My whole like from when I first had consciousness, you know, like, but I've got this pride and ego coupled with low self-esteem and self-hatred, and I'm like, I'm 50, man. Like I should have done it at 28, like Cobain or some shit, you know. Like I should have done it when I thought I was cool. That's the key. Yeah, but at this point, you know, I know. But you know, you asked him like, how would you do it? At this point, at 50 years old, I'm on blood pressure medicine. I'm kind of half-ass handling my health, and you know, how do I want to go? I want to fuck a 10. I just want to fuck there you go. And have a heart attack, and you know, like, not even, well, we could get into some autoerotica, but like, I want to fuck a 10 and go out in a heart attack.
There it is.
That's my actual dream. No. You ever get into a porn wormhole, anybody? Like, I did that recently. I found myself about 30 pages deep on Pornhub because still haven't settled on a nut.
Oh, man.
like, what am I gonna nut on here? And then you land on someone that looks like an ex-girlfriend. Do you ever do like? I mean, at least that's how I was like that. I mean, it was from behind. I mean, it looked like the lower back tattoo. Like it looked like her. From behind. You know, the blonde hair and the lower tramp stamp. Anyway, I thought I've got some tattoo ideas. One of my tattoo ideas actually is I'm gonna get the Lady in the Tramp spaghetti scene. It's my Lady in the Tramp stamp. You know, have the spaghetti hanging down into my ass crack. I'm not really into ass play. I might be if I had to, you know, like if that attracts you to the cornhole. I don't know.
I'm totally fucking riffing right now, you guys. It's been a weird life. No, weird couple of years. I ended up in Nebraska. Some of you know that. I ended up here earlier this year. Or, did I say ended up in Nebraska?
Yeah.
I moved here from Nebraska.
There it is.
Moved here from Nebraska as kind of out of necessity and out of like and you've had my buddy Matthew on the show. He did his special.
Blevins!
Matthew Blevins, God love him, man. He gave me a place to stay down here. He had moved down here already until I found a job in an apartment and all that, because I'd been fired in Omaha about a year ago in December. I got fired. And,
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
They were right. Yeah. they were, man. They were.
Fired with a good cause.
Out of necessity, doing comedy, you kind of take these jobs that work well into your schedule, and it was a 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. job. Perfect, right?
Right.
Call center, credit cards, customer service, not... After a while, I couldn't fucking... Like, I had bitten my tongue so much, I had to sew it back on kind of shit. Like, I couldn't do it anymore, you know? Like,
Fuck you old grandma bitch.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, I wasn't cussing, but I was on paper, you know? And that one call rolled through on a Friday, and I was like, she's got to report me. You know? And I got the call on Monday, so... And then, you know... Matthew had moved down here. We produced shows back in Omaha together, yada yada, and I ended up here. You know, like he gave me a place to stay. To me, it was equivalent of I didn't want to move across town in with my sister. I was like, if I don't do this now, I'm going to find myself in Omaha another decade and not having. I've traveled, but I haven't lived in, you know. So it's cool. It's cool. But I've been trying to get my head straight a little bit, you know, address some mental health issues and stuff, or at least thinking about it. Because I've done the gamut. I mean, I've got substance abuse history. I've done 12-step programs. I've done therapy. I actually the other day went to my HR where I work and asked them how to access some therapy, and I'm like, yeah, I already know. Like I already know what's wrong with me, you know, but we're doing that. And the other thing is this last month, about a month ago, I started getting into a group, like a meditation group. And I used to I'm like, that's some hokey. Oh wow, this is going fast. Sorry.
You got 30 minutes.
No, I tried to cut myself because I honestly don't want to use y'all as therapy sessions. But anyway, but I do. No, I've been doing this Buddhist-based shit, right? This Buddhist-based meditation stuff, and if you know anything, I've been attracted to Eastern philosophy for years, and I've read about it and stuff, and if you know anything about like sitting meditation, I'm like I like sitting and doing nothing, you know.
Hey.
You know? So you find out if you really put your heart and soul to, or you know, mindfulness into it, like this shit's noisy, man. It's like going 100 miles an hour like this. And when I sit quietly and focus on my breath, I'm like, holy fuck, you know. It's like, you know. But when I geek out on something, I geek out on it. So like the other night, I queued up a documentary about Siddhartha Gautama, is the Buddha, right? And I knew a lot of the history already, but it got to the part about he teaches about like this desire imbalance we have, you know, like you didn't get the job promotion you wanted. Oh God, it's the end of the fucking world. Or you were at a point in your life where you were open to a real relationship, and you were gonna really give this one a go, and not have one foot out the door, and you know, and then you fuck around and you fall in love, and you know, from the beginning, like there was red flags on it, like you were catching her off of a rebound, off of a 5-year relationship, and she dumps you because you fucked around and fall, you know, what, I'm purely speaking in hypothetical here, like, you know, fuck, I miss Rachel, but anyway. Rachel! Here's the thing too, though. Like I was in AA at the time. She wasn't in AA though. Like I met, it was a matchmaking deal through her sister. Anyway, she was fucking hot, dude. Like she was my 10, but I was like 37. And she was 23. She was
nice.
And my sponsor, my AA sponsor, what's that? No, my AA sponsor, after I whined about it for a couple months, was like, chalk it up to a great experience, dude. Like, you fucked a hot, blonde 23-year-old for 3 months, you know. I was like, yeah, you're right. So I find her on Pornhub, like deep in Pornhub, like the back tattoo, that was her.
It really was her.
Yeah, so. No, this is what fucked me up with the Siddhartha documentary. He got to that desire imbalance shit, and you have this desire imbalance. And I don't think I'm religious, but I have some pretty religious, ritualistic practices. Like, I've been jerking off before I fall asleep since I discovered it at
Amen.
12, whatever that was, 13, no, 12. Anyway, 12.
37 years strong.
I just, anymore, I don't have the imagination I used. I mean, I remember at one point in my 20s when I was first sobering up off of booze, like, if anyone ever fall asleep with their dick in their hands? Like, you wake up, I'm like, oh, I forgot to. Like, I don't know how I fell asleep. Usually I finish, but,
All the time.
I don't know how I fell asleep to that, but, yeah.
All the time.
But yeah, I'm watching this shit on this desire imbalance, and like I was saying, and I still jerked after it, but I'm like, God damn it, Siddhartha, you fucked up my jack sash, you know? Like, okay, I've really dumped. Okay, this is where I'm really. Okay.
5 more minutes.
Okay.
10 more minutes.
Me and Matthew, a friend of ours back home in Omaha, messaged us this morning. A friend of ours, she's a slam poet up there. She's a cool. I know. We gave her a lot of shit. We gave her a lot of shit for it, and she's like an honorary member of the Omaha comedy scene. But no, she hang out. She's cool, super cool. She's at stage 4 lung cancer.
You booed her.
No, it's all right. It's all right, dude. She'd appreciate it. Trace would appreciate it.
I'm getting it. Enough to be impression.
Stage 4, terminal lung cancer, and so, in honor of those 4 stages, I immediately chain smoked 4 cigarettes on her.
Oh, man.
Woo! Yeah. All right, I'm Tony Geist. Thank you.
Come sit down, sir.
Stage 4 lung cancer, we love it.
Oh, man.
So, when you're talking about fall asleep with your dick in your hand, when I was a kid, me and my friends were getting just shit-faced, and I went to go piss, and going down the hallway, I happened to look into my parents' bedroom, and my stepfather was passed the fuck out with his dick in his hand, and I was like, what the fuck? So I pee and go back, and I was like, guys, you'll never believe. And so
everybody went and peeked?
No, so we were I think we were actually tripping on acid at this point. So yeah, we're peeking around the corner, look, and we're all laughing, dying laughing. He's passed the fuck out, and at this point he starts snoring, and we're dying laughing. We're all in this hallway. Next thing I know, one of my friends is coming up with the Polaroid camera. You didn't have cell phones back then. You had the Polaroid camera. Ka-ching.
Bros love doing gay shit.
So,
oh man,
we in college we markered up one of my buddies with Sharpie markers or whatever. He was passed out on the couch.
Yeah.
In our dorm room.
Rite of passage.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
You draw penises all over.
Yeah, I was drawing penises and all that stuff on him and stuff, and he had. I think his jeans were about as dark as these. And as we're and it's my fucking couch, by the way. It's my couch in this dorm room. And as we're laying there marking him up, I see his pants just from his crotch on down, just get dark. He pissed himself.
Man.
Hey man, sometimes.
Yeah, it just happens.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I had a friend who passed out. we were jamming. Actually, we were trying to record, and he was snoring the whole time. So what we wound up doing is like drawing on him and stuff just to try to get him to see if he would wake up. He'd never wake up. So then I would take dog food, and I would like put his mouth would be gaping open. I'd throw the dog food in his mouth. Nothing would happen. He wouldn't do anything. So then we'd have my drummer hit the bass drum, thump, 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 thump. He'd kind of wake up a little, chew what's in his mouth and swallow it, go back to sleep. We're like, what the fuck? We had blue acrylic paint. So then we took the dog food, dipped it in the blue acrylic paint, and then chucked it in his mouth. Like a thump, thump, thump with the bass drum. He'd eat it. I think, man, he would have so much blue schmear. Just, oh my God, it was just, never wake up. But, I mean, you know.
He probably wondered what happened when he
I was
got
that
a Christmas
guy, man.
ornament.
I'm the guy that when he goes to sleep, it's over. Like, I don't wake up until 8 hours later. It's over.
I wouldn't fuck with you when you're asleep because you own guns.
Well, I mean, yeah, I might. I'm coming straight out like, I wake up.
Do you remember the infamous picture of Polly passed out, face down in a plate of barbecue with his dog sitting next to him?
Oh, yeah. That's a great picture.
Just passed out in a plate of barbecue.
What he did, he had to like...
The meme. I made the meme.
He made a meme. It was like a little message from the dog saying, "Hi, welcome to Hellfest. This is my master. He's supposed to play tonight, but he's passed out."
You remember those game chairs, those gaming chairs that just sit on the floor, kind of like they've been
kind of roll.
Yeah,
the old school
I came to one time in an apartment because I missed the after party. Oh, sorry. I came to in an apartment. I got, like I said, blackout drunk. And, I missed the after party by about 2 blocks, I think. Like the neighborhood, there was houses converted into like and it looked like.
So you woke up at a stranger's house?
I woke up to a dude like rocking me on that chair, right? like and he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" I'm like, "I'm Tony." He's like, what are you doing? And I said, "Well, where's Sam?" Because I thought I was at Sam's place. I'd been there a couple other times. He's like, "Who the fuck's Sam?" And I was like,
"Oh man,
you're not having an after party here?" He's like, "No." He's like, "You're lucky I didn't pull a gun on you or something, man, you know, because it was in Lincoln, Nebraska, but there's, you know, I mean, it's everywhere."
You pulled a Robert Downey Jr. is what you did.
Yeah.
Did you remember that where he like woke up in some like child's bed? He was like in some little girl's bed, and the mother came in there and found his ass.
I just went back to my
Cocaine's a hell of a
apartment,
drug,
and my
man.
roommate the next day was like, "Where the fuck did you go?" Because it was after the bars or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I missed the place by 2 blocks, I think. I don't know.
Oh shit. I woke up in Kentucky one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to come.
It was my buddy's 21st birthday. I don't know how I missed it. I don't know how I went so far north.
I'd come to in Kansas City once in a while. Went from Omaha. It's only like 3.5 hours, but like
Only?
Yeah, but like their bars. So like Omaha closed their bars at 1. Council Bluffs, Iowa, across the river 2. KC 3. If you were bored by 9 p.m., you could get there in 3 hours and still have some time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'd find a hotel room, and I was like, oh, probably in Kansas City. I don't know, you know. So.
Oh, they'd be young again.
Question from the doctor.
All right, Tony. What's the worst movie that you've ever paid to see?
Ooh, that's okay. Worst movie. What's that?
Human Centipede.
Porn is
I've never
exclusive.
seen Human Centipede.
Oh, don't start that.
Did you see the second one?
The second one.
Anyways,
Anyway,
what's the worst movie you saw to pay?
Should have paid for the third one.
I'm gonna. I gotta
Fault
think.
in our stars.
Forrest Gump.
Can it be a movie that I found funny later?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. For whatever reason, the first time I saw Joe Dirt, I was like, it's not that funny.
Oh, okay.
But I will tell. Okay, so
Mine was Freddy Got Fingered, and it was not that funny either. It's still not funny.
I love Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh my god,
Of
it's so
course
not
you
funny.
do.
I know. Okay, well, here's it's not so much a worse. I think it was a quality movie, but we went and saw in the theater years ago American History X.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I was so bummed out after that, like ending and everything. I was like, you guys, we should go to the strip club or something. Like I
need some titties now.
Yeah, I need some titties in my face right now. Because I mean, that you go to a strip club to not be sad about the human existence, right? I don't know.
You get to watch their sad human existence.
I actually got pissed off with that last Tarantino flick, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like the 3-hour fucking movie is all fucking expedition of how this son of a bitch has a flamethrower to roast the fucking Manson family. Like I never seen like there was points where like I started to fall asleep during it.
Okay, I'll
they
be
do
honest,
serve
I fell
alcohol.
asleep during the second Lord of the Rings movie.
Dude, second Star Wars Episode 2, snored through the whole thing.
Episode 5. Are you talking about back in the day, or?
No, Episode 3, the actual, or 2, the Clone Wars.
Okay, Clone Wars.
I've been to the Clone Wars. I've never seen it.
Tell them about The Unholy.
Oh, that movie with fucking Negan in it. It's supposed to be a horror movie, The Unholy. What an unholy sack of shit. Holy shit.
We paid like fucking $50 to go to fucking Regal Opry Mills.
Yeah, it's like so
and see
expensive.
that.
You got popcorn. I went to Illinois, man. It's $7.95 to watch a brand new movie. We're like, what the fuck? It's $25 here to go to fucking Hollywood 27. It's insane.
I think Phantom Menace is up there somewhere.
Fuck Phantom Menace. Phantom Menace sucks. The first three. George Lucas, man. Fuck him, man. I'm officially saying fuck George Lucas. I'm so done with George Lucas. No. Fuck. He ruined my fuck. Like, look. All I wanted to see was Episode 3. Okay? That's all it mattered. You could fuck Episode 1, you could fuck Episode 2, but goddamn it, if you're gonna fuck Episode 3, because you're gonna ruin my whole childhood, you're gonna ruin. I waited my whole life for this, and what did we get? I hate you. What? This is where he slides into the lava? Are you fucking kidding me? This is Darth Vader's origin story?
No. When he walked in and killed all those little Jedi.
They didn't show it. They didn't show it.
You underestimate my power.
Ever.
Just chopping kids in half. Goddamn, dude.
But I will have
We
to
ain't there
say
yet.
that I watched the Obi-Wan, and holy shit.
Yeah.
That is redemption. Wow.
Yeah.
That is redemption.
You and me. Oh.
No.
Sucked on it.
No. They gave you what you wanted to see in Episode 3 that you didn't get to see, and they gave it to you lock, stock, and fucking barrel. I mean, they had fucking Darth Vader, Obi-Wan war, and it was great, because at first you're scared. You're like, oh, what the fuck? He's going to be a babysitter? Is this his fucking 2.5 Jedis? What the fuck is this? No, man. They brought Darth back. They had fucking the original fucking voice. They fucking had Hayden come back, so they have the continuation. It was redemption. If you haven't seen Obi-Wan,
well, then
you have to see it.
I'm Mandalorian. I do like Mandalorian.
I didn't get to see that.
Oh, it's fucking.
So Rogue One was actually pretty good.
I love Rogue One. Rogue One
Because
is my favorite.
The Star Wars saga.
It's a callback to like the heyday of the films, and it really reminds you why you hate.
Is
Darth
that not
Vader.
the one where that's how they get the map to the how to destroy the bomb?
Yeah, there's a new series that's about, I think, her dad or
Andor.
some shit.
Are you talking about Andor?
Is that her dad?
Oh, okay.
Or is that?
I started the first.
Well, I knew once Disney bought it for $4 billion that they were
Keep
about
it out,
they're gonna
They're
whore
bringing
this
them out.
shit out till the infinity of time.
Playing Death Has No Mercy. Motherfucking Grim and Heretics.
Yeah! short and sweet.
It was kind of punk rock. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian of the evening, as soon as I get my shit pulled up. Welcome, Jacob Jonas to the show.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? You're doing good? Great. This is fantastic. I had no idea what this was going to be when I came here at all. You guys have really good like social media presence. Like
we try.
It's growing.
No, seriously. You have like all the posters and shit, and like the fucking the comedy posters, like a brick wall background. And I was like, sweet, this is gonna be like a fucking comedy club. It's gonna be an underground comedy club. And then I showed up, and I'm like, this is a house. This is a house. And then a guy with a pig mask walked up, and I'm like, I'm gonna get murdered. I'm gonna fucking die. That's great.
Everyone's first time.
It's everyone's first time. We were talking about that. You guys were talking about the Bjork stalker suicide. Bro, I saw that video when I was 12 years old. It was a fucking horrifying.
Oh man!
You know how he goes like, and then, but he does this scream. He goes, ah! And then he blows his brains out. Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna. That's when I was like, that's when I was like, I'm gonna be a comedian. That was like the fucked up traumatic event in my childhood where I was like, yeah, I gotta tell jokes for the rest of my life. That's great. We're talking about gay shit. You guys. Everyone loves the fucking. I've never told this story. I might as well just do it here. I'm Jewish. Talk about being gay. I'm Jewish, and I went to Jewish summer camp like all throughout my adolescence.
Is that a real thing?
Jewish summer, yeah, and everyone's like, oh, is it called Auschwitz? Like, no. It was a real fucking summer camp. Here's the thing, it was crazy because I would go every year. It was a 2-week overnight summer camp, and it was the days when I had a disposable camera. Like I would get one of those disposable cameras, and so I would go and I would have 2 empty disposable cameras for the entire fucking experience or whatever. And like, you know, I mean, we're all like 13. We're like these young kids or whatever. So inevitably, we end up taking pictures of each other's balls and assholes and, you know, just having, like, being kids, you know, being 13-year-old kid. And, you know, like, somebody would fall asleep and we'd be like, put your fucking balls on Joshua's face, you know, and then take a picture. All fun and games, right? It was great. But then came the time when I got home from summer camp and my dad had to go develop the photos. At a fucking, like at a grocery store that had a photo center in it. And, you know, he develops the photos and then he comes home and then he's like, can we look through these together? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And, you know, it's like a fucking tree, horse, archery, 13-year-old balls. Yeah. And my dad's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, that's Josh's balls. And he's like, you had me develop child pornography? I don't know. That's just fucking crazy to me. That shit's insane. What's been going on? I'm from Denver. Roe v. Wade was overturned recently. Roe v. Wade. How do we feel about that? I can't really gauge the political sentiment of anybody in this room.
How do you feel about it?
Listen, I was in Denver when Roe v. Wade was overturned, and I saw an anti-abortion protest in person, but the protest had to be 100 feet away from the Planned Parenthood building. So everyone was in front of Burger King. And I drove by and I was like, is Burger King fucking doing abortions now? That's great, you know, have it your way. That's the only place where you can get a Whopper Junior and you can get Junior out of your Whopper. Huh? You said you're a big Ron Paul guy?
No, I was just cutting up.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, that fucking guy smoking weed in a garage in front of a podcast mic. Big Ron Paul guy. I was surprised. That's fun. I was watching, when the abortion stuff was happening, there was, I saw a bunch of pictures and videos on the internet. There was a guy, and he had a poster, and the poster said, he was at an anti-abortion protest, the poster said, you are not James Bond, you do not have a license to kill. And I was like, that is rock solid logic right there. Like, he's not even arguing that, like, abortion should be illegal. You know, he's just saying that if you do it, you should do it in, like, a cool-ass secret agent way.
You're not qualified, sir.
You're not
Take her around back, shoot her in the head.
Yeah, exactly. He wants, like, abortion doctors to just rappel down on coat hangers, you know. And just That's fun. I was watching a documentary. I watched a documentary about the Vietnam War. Who's talking about monks? You were talking about monks. Yeah. I learned about self-immolation. You guys know what that is? Self-immolation is like what the monks did in Saigon during the Vietnam War, where they lit themselves on fire. Self-immolation is like where you light yourself on fire for a political or religious reason.
Yeah, that's the cover of Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, it's a cover of Rage Against it. It's pretty fucking haunting. But I always thought it would be funny if somebody self-immolated for like a county level political reason. Like at a fucking PTA meeting, you know? Just like some redneck dad who stands up. He's like, you're still teaching this goddamn evolution bullshit to my kids? Fuck it, roll tide. Fucking lights himself on fire. We're talking about suicide. Who's talking about suicide? Is it Dale. Is that his? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Somebody needs to keep an eye on him. During the podcast, he was like, yeah, I called the suicide hotline last night, and I was like, Jesus Christ. But it turned out to be a joke.
Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. You know what, I hate how anti-suicide Google is. Have you ever, and if you type in anything related to like killing yourself, even in the slightest, Google's like, please don't do it, here's a number, your family and friends love you. It's like, bro, I'm just trying to look up videos of other people killing themselves. You know what I mean? That's the shit that makes me, you know, not want to kill myself. Talking about Jeffrey Dahmer. I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, and I looked up his Wikipedia. It turned out that Jeffrey Dahmer gave a blowjob to a dude after he killed him. That's how good of a dude Jeffrey Dahmer was. Like, he didn't even, like, because when you give a blowjob to somebody, like, that's like a favor, you know? He's just doing it for the love of the blowjob. Dead men tell no blowjobs. I don't know. I'm trying to work on this. Because it's like, in order for that to be on the Wikipedia page, like, he had to tell somebody. The fucking dead dude didn't tell anybody. He had to be, like, in handcuffs in his apartment, and they just, like, lifted up a torso. He's like, you know, I blew that dude, right? I was in New Orleans recently. That was fun. I was in New Orleans for my birthday. I learned in New Orleans, this is crazy, if you piss yourself during a lap dance, they legally have to finish the lap dance. Did you know that? I don't know if it's legally, but Sapphire was a trooper. Respect the hell out of her. I've been on Tinder a lot. I bought Tinder Gold. Do you guys know what that is? Tinder Gold. It's like the premium Tinder. $14 a month. A lot of cool features on Tinder Gold. Best feature is if a girl blocks you, you can manually unblock her and keep talking to her. It's called the second chance feature. I had to upgrade to Tinder Platinum, you know, where you get her address and the make and model of her car. So I upgraded to Tinder Titanium, which is just what I call the knife I bought. That joke goes like 50-50. If somebody's not on board at the beginning of that joke, I'm like, it's not going to be, you guys aren't going to like the rest of this. That's fun. I think that's all I have, to be honest.
Yeah! All right.
I'm chilling right now. I'm doing Sober October. Can you fucking believe that?
So I don't. Like, I was all for, like, when Joe Rogan and all them were doing it and everything, I was all for it because it was, like, funny, but, like, to continue to do it and no longer be a joke, like, to take it for real.
Oh, no, it should be like a New Year's revolution.
New Year's revolution.
It's a revolution, yeah.
Alcohol got me all slurry.
Y'all motherfuckers don't want me sober for 30 days. I'm going to tell you, day 3?
You're like the thing off fucking Rudolph that's like all mad. Was it the bottle snowman?
I couldn't imagine you sober for 30 days. I feel like.
No. I don't want to have a heart attack. I think I would die. I really don't think. I think everybody would die. I think everybody around me would die. I think there would be a moment where I'd wake up and be like, Today's the date.
That's just right. Jesus Christ.
You've never done nothing wrong to me, and I love you. You must die.
So we were talking about the monks, and so, have y'all actually seen the video to that?
No, I've seen some fucked up shit, but I haven't seen the...
So I've always seen the picture of it all through my life, and then like here you watch documentaries, and they just like they don't tell you about it, they just show it, and you're like, oh fuck! So like I actually saw the video to that, and it is so crazy that the dude literally just sits there.
Yeah.
I mean, just like you see in the still photo, but you see the he lights the gas, it
at
comes
one
up.
point, he like starts screaming.
No,
He falls over forward like a dummy, like a
he was.
doll.
And it's crazy because there's. I mean, obviously the other monks were a part of it. So there's another monk who's dousing him in gasoline, and then he's just like prepared, and they light him on fire, and then he just like sits there like in a meditative state.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a good bit. Honestly, it's a good bit.
Yeah, one timer, right?
Yeah, it's a one-line.
So actually, I watched another documentary. You know that one picture of that dude who's like this? He's got the gun to his head. I guess it's Vietnam or something like that. But you always see it. He's always like this, poor farmer. And like watching the documentary, they throw it and you're not ready for it, and you see it and you're like, it's a familiar image, so it automatically clicks. But then to see it in its entirety, I've never seen it carried out. And so when you see these things where all your whole life is just a still photo, and then now with the access of just everything so readily available that you don't even see it coming, and when it's so jarring when it actually hits, you're like, holy shit! I mean, literally, you have to like stop what you're doing and just kind of take it in because it's so crazy to see that shit.
Yeah, it's haunting.
I mean, Faces of Death back in the day, but now you have. I guess anybody can get on the dark net if they want.
So it's not even the
dark net fans in here.
So, if I may, as a member of the internet generation that knew no analog age at all, there's this thing called the Gauntlet that's on the surface web. Like you can find it on Google, and it's a video series that gets progressively worse and worse.
So it's like one of those. How far can you go?
And in middle school, it was like one of the hot items to like. I got through the Gauntlet.
Really?
That's how I found
So
the Bjork.
Are you familiar with the Gauntlet?
No, I've never heard of the Gauntlet. I was on documentingreality.com, which is like fucking car crash, suicide videos.
So
people
the
jumping off
Gauntlet
cliffs.
starts with a video of like someone arm wrestling and dislocating their shoulder in the middle of an arm wrestle. And at the end, it's a literal snuff film.
Jesus Christ.
They've gotten away with putting it
I
on
saw like the
surface
Bjork
web.
video was on this thing. It was called bloodshow.com. And so
Yeah.
they would have rooms. In each room, they would have about 10, 20 videos. And each room was like for like beheadings or different stuff like that. You all right, bud? and it's just one of those things. It's like there's things that you can't unsee. And they got to be a point where like, so And this is when I stopped with snuff films. I loved Faces of Death when I was growing up and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I went into the beheading room and I saw the first beheading, and
there's something about
It's something different.
You
like
can't
you really
unsee it. It's
can't-
not like in the movies where someone cuts the head off and it rolls around and it's still smiling and looking at you.
No.
What I saw was so disturbing. Like it was on a street in front of a fucking like a market.
Yeah.
And the dude was filming from across the street, and this guy had his hands behind his back. He had a hood over him, and then in front of everybody, took the hood off. And this dude, it wasn't even a machete; it was a kitchen knife, maybe about so long. And he's just sawing dude and holding it back and sawing dude. Takes the head off, shows it to the guy across the street who's filming it.
I think my head hurt a little bit.
And they set it onto the fucking chest of the dude who just cut the head off. The head. Everything just started to swell, like the tongue started to swell out of the mouth, the eyes started to. It's not in the movies. Like when you do something that horrible, what actually really happens for someone to sit there and it's one thing to watch fucking Dawn of the Dead or something like that, but to actually, I could not watch another snuff film out there. Like it was like I know, like if I'm watching a Savini movie, I know Savini did it. I know his artwork. This is not art at all. This is just like it's crossing a line.
Yeah, when I was like 13, I watched. This is so fucked up. But I watched. There was a cartel beheading video with a chainsaw, and it was a guy who was the same thing, and they just like, dude, it was crazy. They like the chainsaw like hit his neck, and then he like jolted, and then it was just brutal.
Yeah.
I'm glad I just didn't explore that. I went
Well,
as
I
far
mean,
as,
it just got showed to us.
Rotten.com back in the day is.
So like what would
PG
happen
circuit of
is like
killings.
people would text you a link and they would say it was something funny, And you would click it, and it would be something like Lemon Party, where it's like a bunch of old dudes like fucking each other.
Oh dear God.
Oh, dude.
Where are we at?
There were
What's
a
in the
whole
bag?
bunch of.
Well, do you remember when like 2 Girls, 1 Cup came out and everybody was, it was like, why? I've never seen it to this day, because I mean, if you're telling me that the video is 2 girls and 1 cup and then you hint at what it's in the cup, there's no fucking way I'm going to watch it, just because why would I want to watch someone eat shit?
Yeah, exactly.
I had to see for myself. That was back in the day.
Did you see it?
Oh, yeah. Did you ever see?
That's not gnarly. One guy with
Yeah,
a
that's
jar.
exactly what I was about to say.
One guy, one jar is
Have you
a
ever seen
dude
that?
that shoves a jar up his ass.
Okay.
And it breaks.
Yeah, he like, I mean, he's obviously been practicing like
Yeah.
shit. So like the jar fits like well in his ass, and then he like falls backwards and it pops. And it pop, and then it's just like blood just starts coming out. of his ass.
He's probably a goner.
Well, I don't know what happened to him, but
We don't know.
How are they
Nobody
gonna stop
knows.
the bleeding on that?
I don't know. They probably have
know.
some way. I didn't know that this podcast was going to devolve into this conversation.
Can you imagine
Never
going
know
to
what
the
you're gonna
hospital
get.
with that? Can you imagine like going, like being gurneyed in?
Walk.
No, you're getting gurneyed in. You're
Yeah, because I mean,
hopefully you got your cell phone on you. You ain't walking shit.
Yeah, imagine the healthcare bill for that one. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so now is a time where we give away prizes. This is called What's Inside Dr. Flamboyant's Head. We have 3 prizes tonight. The first is a Blu-ray copy of The Purge. We also have a DVD copy, 2 movie collection of Pacific Rim. We've got a bowl of some type of psychedelic nature.
tobacco flavoring.
Tobacco flavoring.
It's black tobacco flavor.
Black flavor.
Or I like flavored tobacco. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's a left-handed pipe.
All right, so it's a guessing game, so pretty much all you gotta do is guess what's in Dr. Flamboyant's head. You're gonna have 1 guess. Goes around, no one gets it, we'll give another hint to see what it is.
That's last week. You want to draw a line through it so you don't...
Yeah, you get a little line through it. All right.
All right, so we'll give
hint.
the first one to yours. So what's the hint?
Something you do.
Something that you do. And it's 1 word?
It's 1 word.
Okay.
And it's like anything from like
Anything
activity.
That's your hint.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
something that you do.
Something you do.
Shit.
No.
Good answer, yeah. All right, Daniel.
Gay.
No.
You do gay.
Logan.
I've been saying that for 2
Yeah.
No.
That was the commercial. That's what you do.
What about Sean?
Smoke.
No.
Nope. Tony.
Or do not, there is no
No. Good answer.
Tony number 2.
Kill yourself.
No.
Kill yourself.
That is true. You could do that.
That's 2 words.
That's 1 word in the South.
All right, Scarecrow.
Okay, so. What was the question again?
Something you do.
Something you do.
You gotta
1
guess.
word is on my mind.
Take a shit. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's already been said. Jerk off or something.
Baiting.
No.
For some people.
Kiss.
No.
Cecil.
He doesn't talk.
Oh.
He can't. He doesn't have a tongue.
Oh.
Dr. Nomad.
Hell, the way everything's going tonight, butt sex?
No.
That's it.
Next clue. Next clue.
You do it with your teeth.
So it's something you do, and you do it with your teeth.
A very rough blowjob.
No. It's 1 word.
Chew.
No.
That's a pretty good guess.
That was a good guess. All have been good guesses.
All right, Daniel.
Gay stuff.
No.
No gay stuff.
Boss.
No.
Nope. All right, Sean.
Eat.
No.
Record. It's point to say gay.
Tony.
One word.
It's something you do, and you do it with your teeth.
And it's not gay.
It's not gay.
It's not gay.
brush.
No. All are good answers,
Tony.
though.
Something you do with your teeth. Doing your bit here, but I think for real. I was gonna say butt stuff, but that's already off the table. I'll pass.
Scarecrow.
Grind.
No.
Oh, well.
Grim? No.
Chew?
Already been said.
Oh, shit.
No, all's already been said.
Man is not paying attention.
Next hint.
Oh, man.
Gonna give it away.
Opposite of sad. Jesus Christ.
Opposite of sad, something that you do with your teeth.
Don't do that with you.
Happy?
Very close.
We'll give it to him. Smile.
Oh, smile. Give him the purge.
Oh, hell yeah.
Enjoy your masturbation, sir.
Would you like the
Sweet.
purge, or would you like what's in my pants?
I'll have the purge.
Fair enough.
No gay stuff tonight. Okay. All right, what is the next?
We haven't gotten that far yet. We were taken aback by the first one. It's not pee.
Hey, we haven't done a shot in a while.
We haven't done a shot.
Here's a shot. Maybe you give it a good word.
A good word.
Yeah, make it toothbrush.
Anybody else wants a shot? There's plenty on the table here.
Go.
Definitely
There
take a
we
shot.
go.
There you are.
Volunteers.
There you are.
Logan! Logan!
That's what's up.
All right, here we go.
That's what I'm here for.
There's a place.
Guatemala.
Like,
Oh.
That's his answer, Guatemala.
no.
All right, Daniel. It's a place.
It's a place? Gay town.
No.
Damn it!
So it's not San Francisco.
No.
Sean.
Sri Lanka.
No.
Nope.
Sorry, we're looking for Sri Lanka.
Tony.
Garage.
Nope.
No. Good answer.
Mars.
No. This is a bad hint. I'm sorry.
That's a planet. But it is a place.
It is a place.
Scarecrow.
Peru.
No.
Come on, we can do this all night.
Yeah.
I'd say a mental state as in mellow.
No. Good answer.
Mellow place.
No.
No.
That is not a place.
Oh, man.
You don't want to be the center of that, sir.
It's a place that kids go.
What did I do? I didn't do anything with kids.
Pound Town?
I didn't do anything with kids.
Do kids go to Pound Town? I don't know.
No! I have children, no!
All right.
Never!
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh!
What?
I thought you'd get that one. All right.
Don't say Gay Town.
No, sorry, what was it? Again?
It's a place where kids go. It's a
A
place.
place where kids go.
And it's a place.
Downtown.
What does that mean?
Wow.
What? Like, does that
They
mean
want to go
like-
downtown to the toy store.
VHS on it. That's what I'm saying.
All right, Logan.
The playground.
No.
Very close.
Close.
He said the playground, you didn't react at all!
It's a normal place for kids to go.
That's very close.
Downtown is not a normal place. Downtown is not a place.
Playground is so much creepier.
Nothing
For the adults! Yeah. All right, Sean.
The playground for sure. I know where the kids are.
McDonald's.
No.
Tony.
School.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
What did he win? This or what?
Civic Rim.
You got options.
What else is
It's in his pants.
Would you like what's in my pants?
You don't want what's in his pants?
You don't know until you accept it.
You got to trade.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not pressuring you.
It's kind of a crossroads situation.
What's in your pants?
You can't tell.
Ah, you got. Oh, we chose the pants.
Show the pants. It's a bottle cap shooter. Like it.
Logan was eyeballing that.
Oh, shit!
All right, so we got. That's coming up. That's coming up. All right, so for the final.
During the playground?
All right, so the final prize tonight, we have this beautiful little bowl here.
Where nothing better is ever.
We call her Brittany.
Brittany.
Is the bull's name?
I just gave her that name.
Have you ever used a bowl on your old lady?
What?
That's what I was asking.
What do you mean you? How do you mean? What do you mean? No.
You're missing
we're on
out.
like cucumber level. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, what's that?
It's very hot.
Yeah.
Taco.
No.
What was the question?
It's very hot.
Oh.
It's on my mind.
I know everybody wants me to say
Jesse
shit.
and Momoa.
Tom Cruise.
It's very hot. Was there no other contact to it? It's just very
Nope.
hot.
Not yet.
Very hot.
The plate in a Mexican food restaurant.
No, he said taco.
Yeah, which is
Well, but I said the plate at
So
a
you're both
Mexican.
wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Just the plate. Just the plate.
Oh, the
Just the
plates.
plate.
I understand. I'm sorry. That's my
no. Logan.
The sun.
Very
No.
good answer. Sean.
Jalapeno. I don't know.
No.
Tony.
Ghost pepper.
No.
Tony.
The ovens at Auschwitz.
No.
I'm off the hook.
They're square now. Scarecrow.
Hell.
No.
Hell is very hot.
It is very hot.
I mean, it's chill. It's fine.
Grim.
Fire on the end of the joint.
Fire.
Fire.
There you go. Thank you, sir. All right. Beautiful bowl. And speaking of, let's wash my hands of you, Grim and the Heretics. champ, motherfucking Logan Teichmann.
That's right, the real returning champ. Woo! No disrespect to the other comedians, but they all left. So.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Champ is here.
Hey, shout out to Grim and the Heretics for being in here. If you guys want to see them perform again, they'll be in my nightmare later.
We'll be waiting.
Yeah, that's for you. Oh, I'm gonna disappoint the shit out of you, Daniel. If you were suicidal before, yeah, this is the set. Anyways, I've been doing comedy for a little bit, so now I identify as a comedian.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, my pronouns are he, he. Yeah, you. So if you don't laugh, you're just a bigot. I've been suffering from premature ejaculation, which is tough, but I found a support group. They're really helpful. Every Sunday we meet for 2 minutes. But I'm like a hero to those guys because the first meeting was at 7 o'clock, and so I show up at 7, and they all stand up and start applauding me. I'm like, what is going on? And they said, you didn't come early. That's all I've got on premature ejaculation. I feel like that joke should last longer, but what are you gonna do? I hate when people find out that you do comedy because they always have the exact same question.
Tell me a joke.
Can I blow you? And it's just tiring, you know. Man, I was in LA this past weekend. That was crazy. A lot of homeless people in LA. If I had $1 for every homeless person I saw in LA, I still wouldn't give them any. But I was walking down Skid Row, which is like the capital for homelessness, and the biggest guy that I saw walks up to me, and he's covered in tattoos, and he goes, "Hey, you got $20 for a black man?" And I didn't know what to say because he was white. And the tattoos were swastikas. I was like, is this a test? Like, if I say yes, are you going to murder me? And so I just ran away and let my girlfriend deal with it. There's an Amber Alert that's interrupting my Unbelievable. So inconsiderate of these children.
You have an alibi.
Unreal.
This just in. Please find Susie. Please find Susie.
Anyways, can we focus on the jokes? Man, I want to marry a Muslim woman because I'm really into unboxing videos. I watched a documentary recently on pedophilia in the Catholic Church, and like what's fucked up about it is the Catholic Church knew that they had a problem all the way back to the 1950s, and so they assigned a father or a priest to fix it. And, like, can you imagine getting that job? Father John, we want you to handle the Christmas pageant. Father Chris, we want you to head up the daycare. Father Fitzgerald, fix pedophilia. Start with Father Chris. But what was wild, man, was Father Fitzgerald, his solution was, he said, you cannot cure them. So the only thing to do is we have to get them away from people. So you've got to buy an island and you've got to put all the pedophiles on that island. Which the Catholic Church did not do. But how crazy is it that 50 years later, we find out Jeffrey Epstein was just doing the Lord's work. Not for you, Dr. Flamboyant. Oh man, I get tired of boomers. They think that millennials, we don't do anything, which isn't true because just this morning I watched more porn than my grandpa has in his entire life. Anyways, we were talking about abortion earlier. I feel like no matter where you stand on it, you have to admit that for the woman, there's a lot of power in that decision, you know, whether to end or carry out a pregnancy. And it really proves the old saying, with great power comes no responsibility. I tell that joke and then people come up to me, they're like, what do you think about Roe versus Wade being overturned? And I'm like, look, I don't follow tennis. Sounded like it was a hell of a match. I was dating this Buddhist girl, but she broke up with me because I was getting too attached. It taught me a lesson. I'm pretty sure that my girlfriend's watching this. I told her I wouldn't embarrass her, so I'll just tell this joke. She's been trying to get me to eat her ass recently.
Oh!
Which I don't want to do. And, she asks why. And it's like, call me old-fashioned, but I just hate when there's hair in my food. I like when people get grossed out by that joke. Like, a hair is the gross thing about putting your tongue in someone's mouth. No, but we're actually, I said girlfriend, but we're actually engaged. We're trying to set a date for the wedding. She wants it to be, yeah, thank you. She wants it to be sometime in June, but I've got my heart set on the 11th of September.
Oh!
I want it to be a day that we'll never forget. All right, that's all I've got for you guys.
All right, so what have you been doing here lately, man?
Oh man, trying to stay busy. I was actually, the thing in Los Angeles was a comedy contest that I flew out for, and so they do 5 shows, 7 people on each show, 1 winner from each one, and then they'll have a championship on November 6th, and so I got lucky and I won my round, so I'll be back out there November 6th.
Nice! Woo! Good luck, dude.
Yeah,
Nice.
appreciate it. And then, other than that, like I said earlier, just a lot of porn.
Oh shit, man. Yeah. Tonight has really kind of gone off the rails. I really enjoyed it.
We're on pace. We're on pace.
And Daniel Hobbs' cries for help.
I haven't done anything. I don't understand.
We've only lost one band.
I've just been chilling.
You're right.
Just one.
Sorry.
Just having a good time.
Logan needs some questions. We need some questions with Logan.
Firstly, how do you pronounce your last name properly?
Teichmann.
Teichmann.
Teichmann. It's strong German.
Teichmann. Have you ever run out of gas?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was, my car, like, I wanted to see how accurate, the, to empty is. And so it told me 30 miles to empty, and then it went blank. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to go 30 miles. And I got 10 miles and ran out.
It lied.
It lied. Yeah, I have trust issues because of it. And so I called my dad, and he shows up with a gallon of gas, and he just, like, for the next month is just like, you're so fucking stupid. You stupid piece of shit.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
His dad was trying to jerk off too at
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
Day off.
I cut
Mom
him
was
off.
out of town. He finally got to bust one out in the living room, and you ruined it.
I told him there was no rush. I told him in the beginning. I said, when you get a chance, I'm stranded on the side of the interstate.
So, Ali, how recent was that? When you were younger, I suppose?
I wish. That was like 3 years ago. I'm not what you would call intelligent.
So, what is your experience so far in the comedy scenes?
Oh man, it's cool. I like it a lot.
Do you have a favorite? Do you like? How do you like the West Coast as opposed to like? Have you done the East Coast yet?
No. So this was. I went to Atlanta for an open mic, and then I did this. So that's the most that I've traveled. LA is weird, man. I couldn't tell who was a comedian and who was homeless. Like there's not much of a barrier.
Did you do some clubs while you were there?
I did. So the competition was one night, and then I flew back the next day. But that night I went to 2 open mics. So it was on like a Sunday night, which maybe isn't the most poppin' time for open mics, but it was cool. Like any night, they've got at least 3 or 4 open mics that you could go to. So the scene's definitely bigger, but a lot of characters mixed in with that.
Well, yeah, man. So let's say if you're blessed enough to go back November and win this, what exactly are you winning?
If I win, I get $3,000.
Nice.
Look at
Yeah,
that,
yeah. So
How much have you spent in airfare?
Oh my God! So that's the thing. Like,
You gotta win, baby.
If I win, I break even.
That's still an experience, man. Did you videotape it? Or were you allowed to videotape it?
No, they videotaped it. They said that they're trying to sell it to Amazon Prime after it's all said and done. But it was kind of a small. We'll see.
We'll see.
Is the thing, yeah. But there is video of it, so if nothing ends up happening, hopefully they'll send that to me and I can.
Did you see the other comics?
Yeah.
Up against?
Oh, I did not deserve to win.
Oh.
Like, that was the audience. So they had 3 judges. The judges were split between me and one of the other comedians, and so they were like, "All right, audience, your time to vote," and like they got it wrong, you know.
Even oh man.
Then I told them, I said, "Sexists, all of you," but thank you.
You made the right choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though it was the wrong choice,
Yeah,
you made the right choice.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's do a shot. Logan, you want to do a shot with us?
Always.
Okay, hey man.
Otherwise, Daniel's gonna call me a bitch again.
Oh, no. Daniel's been on fire tonight, man. Like, I actually enjoy this Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
There it is.
Holy
So what's the
fucking
shot
shit.
two? Hoping Logan wins and breaks even?
I think we're all winners.
Well, I mean,
tonight.
honestly, so if they did film that, then you should be getting royalties off that.
I signed. So that's as soon as you walk in, you sign away your rights. Yeah.
Network.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it was cool. Yeah. So I got to meet the other comedians. They were all super nice, and then they had the judges were 3 celebrity judges, not anyone that we've heard of, but you know. Celebrity judges, but
I don't actually think that we've ever heard. Like, do you have a favorite comedian? Like, who was that influenced you to actually get into comedy?
Oh man, the person that like always makes me laugh no matter what has always been Norm Macdonald.
Oh fuck yeah!
Rest in peace.
Note to
man.
self, man. Note to self.
Yeah, he's hysterical. So that he would be number 1 easily.
Do you like that deadpan? Is that what?
Yeah,
really
yeah, I like that. I think his jokes are really clever. I can't ever really tell where they're going, and then just his commitment to the bit, and then his stage presence. Right, he's always smiling, whether the audience likes the joke or not. He's got confidence in it. He knows it's hilarious.
I like it.
Yeah, so I respect that.
No, it's sad when he passed.
Dirty Work was a great movie. And Screwed.
Underrated. Both
So I've never seen Screwed.
Screwed was with Chappelle.
I saw Dirty Work's
And Danny
Artie Lang
DeVito?
was in there.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito's in there?
Yeah, he's the mortician. He's the one that's like, hey, you want to see the things I found on people's asses collection? He's got like combs and toys and cars and shit.
And you thought it didn't get weirder than Penguin.
Oh, it gets weird.
All right, so this is the final of the evening. Tonight we are giving away Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. It's signed by 4 of the 5 original members, Roger Waters, David Gilmour, Nick Mason, and Richard Wright. And this is something I really didn't want to give away, but I've been giving away a lot of these collectibles. The Big Bamboo, man, with the paper in it. I want someone to seriously roll that and send us the video to it. I mean,
Yeah, just smoke it.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Yeah, enjoy your
Cheech and Chong blunt, original blunt.
But we've had some like really good prizes and giveaways this time around. I'm really kind of proud of that. We need to start doing more edibles. Right?
I agree.
Right, like we should just have
edibles. Wrong
edibles.
with a nerd rope. It tastes good either way.
But see, we'd have to invite everybody like an hour prior and dose, and then wait. I was on an edible hit like 2 fucking hours. So a bunch of people sitting there waiting to get fucking high. Yeah, fuck it.
Is it happening?
Anyway, speed round. Logan, would you like to read off the questions? We have 25 questions in 90 seconds, and Mr. Grimm, would you like to answer the questions this time around?
Quick.
Okay.
He does really want the CD.
Yes.
It really does.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I think maybe the fix is in.
The fix?
Yeah, I think the fix is in.
He's gonna get it anyway.
I think he might just get it anyway.
Oh, yeah, they always get it anyway. But anyway, try to answer as quickly as you possible. Short answers. Try to read it as quickly as possible. Going in 1, 2, and 3.
Would you rather anyone read your mind or see your search history?
Search history.
Fuck yeah. Is your time truly wasted if you enjoy wasting it?
Yes.
If you walked in on your wife with another woman, join in or get mad?
Watch.
Would you rather do 5 years in person or 20 years in a coma?
Prison coma.
Would you rather be in a robot or a zombie apocalypse?
Zombie apocalypse.
What superpower would you want?
All of them.
Would you sell your soul to the devil for a record deal?
Of course.
Remove one person from the earth. Who is it?
Me.
What celebrity would you want to punch in the face?
Cecil.
Have you ever gotten high with your parents?
I never.
Is Black Sabbath in your top 5?
Fuck yeah.
Would you help a bandmate hide a body?
Sure.
How many chickens would it take to kill a human?
All of them.
Punch your mom in the face or kick your dad in the balls?
Punch my mom in the face.
If you are starving, would you eat a person?
Sure.
Have you ever masturbated at work?
Always.
I saw it earlier. Have you ever stolen a riff?
Always.
To auto-tune or not to auto-tune?
Not to auto.
Lose your sight or lose your hearing?
Sight.
What is your weapon of choice in the zombie apocalypse?
My guitar.
Would you rather have a third nipple or a third ball?
Third ball.
Be played in the movie by actors Danny DeVito or Danny Trejo?
Trejo.
Ever been tempted to smack a person while talking to them?
Always.
What song would you choose to play every time you enter a room?
Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
Would you rather walk in on your parents or your parents walk in on you?
Both.
Good job. Yeah. All right. So that is awesome. All right. So we would like to thank you for joining in tonight. We'd also like to thank Grim and the fucking Heretics, all our motherfucking comedians that came in. We hope you had fun. We had fun. We have 2 more shows left. We have a couple of comedy specials, but just 2 more of the regular shows. We got next week with Road to Ruin, and then fucking Blood Butcher is fucking closing us out.
Knoxville.
Please fucking tune in the next 2 fucking weeks. Check out the comedy specials. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We love you. And this is motherfucking Grim and the Heretics playing Goddamn It Grim. We eat down to the bone. Yeah.
And you like it when you hug me too. The woman damage and that's what we don't see. Cause the damage can never be real. I'm not talking about nothing you said it's good. What's up there in the back of your foot? And down there like I'm watching the sea. Because the damage can never be real. I will suffer the pain, I will suffer alone. Whoa, in the down, we're down on the boat. Whoa, there in this darkness we're together alone. Down to the bone, to the I like it when I hug you, and you like it when you hug me too. The woman damage and we wouldn't see. The damage you can never be clear. When the damn love will to touch. One way I'm never finding the woods. Damage and that's what we don't see. Cause the damage you can never be clear. I went somewhere again, I went somewhere alone. Whoa, we're down in the hole. Whoa, yeah, in this darkness we're together alone. We're down to the bone. We eat down to the bone. We eat down to the
I've lost my faith in the human race. Oh, but I still believe in you. Deliciously nothing. Deliciously nothing. Deliciously nothing.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.
Contradiction. It sees my affliction, my only contradiction. Nothing more, nothing less. 2 words. There is this. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you.
His disciples, they're touching your kids. Jesus was a conman with a party bag of tricks. Behold his disciples, they're fucking your kids. Confess, thoughts and prayers. Confess, confess, you don't fucking care. Fuck you.